let them go. They keep stopping me from going where I'm supposed to go. I don't know, it's like every single time, bitch, you running through my mind. I be locked and loaded.
Right, come back from acupuncture, seeing Pioneer Chiropractic. I really enjoy the monthly acupuncture treatments. For me, it's a way to be able to reset, have a look at the body and the mind. You know, as the needles, they're very small. They're putting into basically nerve endings or pressure point up. Again, I'm not a chiropractor, but I know that's where they're going. I had some really tight shins from running, and then also, you know, I suffer from I have allergies, seasonal allergies, and so you know, adjusting to a new climate down here, new pollens and things like that here in Houston. So it's good to be able to just have a proactive approach to your health. And so really grateful for Doctors Adam and Dr. Tanner for the treatment that they give me. And so I want to be able to just talk a little about that, because I think a lot of times when it comes to our health, we react to what's happening to it instead of planning for the future. So if we find ourselves struggling with something, what we end up doing is we want a medicine, we want some kind of quick fix, instead of noticing what's been kind of going on the front end, to be able to make sure that we're avoiding those things that's causing some of these ailments or these frustrations or these difficulties in our lives physically. And so super valuable for me to be able to just take the time and have this monthly check-in. When I was running a lot more, I was having some foot pain and I had a little bit of shoulder pain, and so saw the chiropractors here. And one thing I do love about the way they do it is they have their prices literally on the wall, and so you know what you're gonna pay for before you go about it. And so it's a great way to be able to kind of have a look at that. So I think today the acupuncture is, I think, $35, and so you look at that from a monthly cost perspective. People will spend more on Starbucks than they will on that, and so this will hopefully keep the mind and the body in good harmony. And I think when we take those times to be able to have a proactive approach, not only to our health but also just to other parts of our lives, we have a tendency then to get ahead of any kind of problems that could arise. So this is my Friday thoughts here before going into the office. It's about 8:30 now, and so I'll be getting to the office, phone calls to make, and trying to get in front of some more business owners here, and then have some one-on-one with Max and Peter, and then have a conference call at around 1 o'clock today, or is it 2 o'clock? And then networking from 3 to 5. So we'll have a great time today in being able to get out there and have a good time. So hope you're all doing well. Sherm's out. Hey, here's Peter Reed and I. We're at WeWorks visiting with a client, and so just wanted to show you this kind of cool thing. It's basically office space meets hotel concept. So you only have to lease what you need instead of buying a huge lease contract build out. This is, hey, solopreneur, I want just one room to get my stuff done. I want it in a professional setting. It's pretty cool. All right, so top three. So I'm a big believer in role play, and so actually was just talking. I've sent Matt four different coaching sessions for him to give me feedback on. And so when it comes to the DAC is making sure that I'm digging in deeper. So I told him he's gonna give me a lot more Zoom coaching sessions to be able to coach me, be able to make sure that I'm saying the right things and be able to make sure that I'm helping move the advisors along. The next one is on the recruiting side, being able to make sure that the pipeline and the candidates that are in there are continuing to have movement within the different segments that they're in. And then finally, receive 2 talent scouts per week is an area that I need to focus in on to be able to make sure we find some of those candidates that are kind of passively looking. We're in the role play. So as a team yesterday, we went over a quarterly call with with the team all throughout South Texas, and then we got on the real call today, told to go through it, and because of the role play, we were able to speak with some real validity and quickness. It wasn't like we were making it up on the fly, and so they didn't ask a lot of questions, and so it's about execution on that plan, which is extremely crucial. And so a lot of times looking back on results, it's very little value to reflect back on numbers and just talk about it. It's what did you learn, and most importantly then, come today, come Monday, what are you going to be doing differently to get you to where you want to go? So running off to a networking meeting here, Business and Brews. So hopefully we can get there through the traffic. Sherm's out. Hey buddy, some people have limiting beliefs. I was just recently talking to one person and they told me that they didn't have the network. Another person told me that they didn't have the money. And so I said, what you're allowing yourself to believe is your own excuse on limiting you to where you want to be. So immediately afterwards, they told me that they didn't have these certain things. They would go on to tell me what they wanted to do certain things, but it required that. So for example, the person that told me they wanted a stronger network, people that saw them of value, then I said, well then number one, are you adding value to them, right? So do they look at you as part of their key players in their network? For the person that doesn't have the money to do certain things, I said, well, what can you be doing differently to get the money? Are you running a third shift job? Do you take the bus to go other places? Are you running Uber? Are you Airbnb your house? There's a multitude of ways that you can earn money. Do you have a lawnmower? Can you go mow the lawns of your neighbors? Oh, I can't do those things. Yes, you can. The question is, how bad do you want it? Terms out. Everybody, here we are. Made it in record time. It was like 9 minutes quicker than what it anticipated. Thought I'd get here in like 30 some odd minutes. Got here in I think 28 when it was all said and done, so that was pretty awesome. Cut off 9 minutes of drive time. That was pretty cool. So we're meeting here at True Anomaly right there. So let's keep rolling. All right, everybody, here we are. There was networking. Now, one of the things I will say is, so I love people, love meeting them, love knowing what they do, how they do it, connecting them with other people. So when I've met a few people there, then I will try to see, can I connect them with someone that I've already met immediately at that networking meeting, or somebody in my network, and I shoot them an email immediately to start the connections. That way I can start adding value immediately instead of waiting for things to kind of fall into place. Things, quote unquote, don't fall into place. You don't ever find the time. You're not gonna sit on that business card and like, oh, I wonder what I can do to help this person. Just do it immediately. Doesn't happen every single time, but that's just the idea. And let's see. So I look for quality of the conversation, not the quantity. Best way that I can disconnect from a conversation, that way I don't get stuck just talking to one person, is, hey, really enjoyed the conversation. Love to stay connected. Do you have a business card? Wonderful. Hey, I know you want to continue to keep networking. I do as well. Peace. And then they go off and I go off. So that's they go off to talk to other people, and so do I. So it's a great way to kind of just slowly disconnect the conversation so you don't feel like you're being monopolized by one person in the evening. So hope you're all doing great. It's about 5:05. Ooh, no, sorry, 5:25. Time to head home. Let's go. Woo! 11:30 at night, a Friday night, inputting all these business cards from the week into Salesforce. That way I can keep track of individuals, and also get an email out. Got Office playing on in the background. But I just wanted to show you that this is kind of the attractive part about your biz, especially if you love what you do. You just want to get involved and stay focused. So let's keep at it.
Meant to be true to you, a legend in the making. Make the best of every moment, cause nothing lasts forever, but forever I'll be focused. Focus on the now, never. This my testimony. Yeah. That's my testimony. Yeah. I'm about to take all of you out. Nobody safe, you playing it safe.